Hey guys, so some pretty important news has come out for Digimon today, actually, on October 17th. Is that the ban list has just been updated, and right now this is the ban list in, I believe, Japan and a few other countries, but this doesn't apply to the US or English players until November 17th, as far as I know. So, as you know, in the Digimon card game, your deck can include up to 4 copies of a card with the same card number, but restricted cards are dropped down to 1, and banned cards cannot be included in decks. And this new ban list, it from what I heard, it affects Shine Gray, it affects Mirage Galga, and it affects uh, basically all the purple decks that everyone uses. So we're going to take a look at the cards that have been restricted or banned, and we'll see how badly it hurts those decks that have come out just recently, been very good since BT 13. So that's just like a set before from RB1 and EX4. So about a couple sets back, they've been good since then. So that's only like a couple months, and they're already trying to stop them from being broken. It is what it seems. So we'll take a look at what cards have been restricted or banned. Banned and restricted card listed here may be removed from the list depending on current competitive environment. So based on the competitive environment, the following cards will be added to the banned and restricted list, effective November 17th, 2023. Restricted to 1. Decks can only have 1 copy of these cards. So the restricted cards are Starter Deck 6, Gabumon, which literally dropped last week. So they know the Gabumon, so this is mostly for Metal Garurumon X antibody, I believe, that one that's blue and purple that comes out on EX5. Because currently it's able, or like any no, yeah, I think that's what it's for. Because when attacking trigger, draw 1, then trash 1 card from your hand. Yeah, you have to restrict that to 1. Otherwise, you just uh, for any purple deck, this is probably a better Gabumon than the one that's like on deletion, draw 2, trash 1. Because yeah, you're gonna want to trash cards and then put them into your. I mean, like draw cards and then trash the ones you want from your deck. But if it only happens on deletion, there's a lot of ways to go around it. With this one, the inheritable is when attacking. So whenever you attack, you just draw 1, trash 1, which makes it really good to stack up to your level 6. Because every time you attack your level 6, then you just draw 1, trash 1, and then set up or like get a better card for your hand that turn when attacking. So restricting this to 1, I can see that happening, especially with the new deck for Metal Garurumon in EX5. For Metal Garurumon X Antibody, it's going to be destructive if it comes out with 4 when EX5 comes out. Okay. They even give you an explanation. All right. Digimon with effects that can attack in succession are able to send out targeted cards to the trash at a faster rate than expected. So yeah, this isn't a once per turn effect as well. So like I said with Metal Garurumon, Metal Garurumon has a lot of effects where it just unsuspends, and then you just keep attacking. So starting from like a Garurumon, you can you can attack, then Digi, or at least this is how I remember from the blue Metal Garurumon X Embody deck. So like you can start from Garurumon, attack, even if it's attack security, and then even if they try to block, you have the protection of being able to trash the 2 level 3s from the Digivolution cards if you have that, and then Digivolve, unsuspend that, Digivolve into X, get the free draw, Digivolve into Rare Garurumon, and I believe there's a Rare Garurumon where it just says when Digivolving unsuspend, so you can just go and attack again. if you have the memory to do so, like 3 memory, that's all you really need. And then you digivolve into the Excalibur, which I also think it unsuspends when you digivolve attack again. So you could just keep doing that unless right, no, you want the level 3 in your Digivolution card, so that wouldn't work that way. So I guess purple. Oh, I think in purple there's a protection where if you trash 2 cards from your or return 2 cards from your trash, you get to protect your Gabumon. So basically, you can attack, unsuspend, attack, and then maybe go for in, and maybe if you can unsuspend again and then attack. But yeah, being able to do that, it's very broken because you can literally just try to draw and then put the cards you want in trash into trash, and then just keep doing that for like maybe up to 2 or 3 times a turn if you're able to keep it alive. So that's very hard. And the output of the effects that take advantage of the trash, purple decks, obviously, and the stability of the deck is higher than expected due to the inherited effects. To exchange hands multiple times in one turn. Yeah, exactly. In addition to the above, this card is level 3 and can evolve into Gabumon X Antibody at 0 cost. So the timing of the inherited effects is highly flexible, which narrows the range of design of active effects and effects utilizing trash. So yeah, like the Garurumon X Antibody deck, either blue or purple at this point, or like the blue one from I think BT9 or BT9, or the new purple one that's gonna come out for EX5. This would be a completely this would be a needed 4 copies in the deck right away. But now that it's restricted one, I guess it slows it down. But I think there's another card that also can do something like that. But we'll see. That's why it's okay. Yeah, so that's why it's restricted to 1. Next one is the BT2 Gabumon. So purple just got hit really hard in this ban list. This is like one of the staples of a purple mon level 3, mostly because of the inheritable just draw 2 trash 1. That's also very good. It is very versatile among the hand exchange effects due to its ability to send a targeted card to the trash while increasing the number of cards in hand. Yeah, so basically you get 1 extra card and then you trash one that you either don't need or you want in the trash. So it's really good for setting up and then getting more cards in your hand. In addition, since this effect is a level 3 evolution source, it can perform this hand exchange at a very early stage. So yeah, one of the bread and butters of a purple deck would be to have a Demi Marimon, this Gavumon, and an Icemon Scatter Mode, which has an effect that says on deletion, draw 3, trash 2. So yeah, so basically, and the Demi Mara has a draw 1, trash 1. So basically, you will put 3 cards you want into the trash while getting 2 extra cards. And that's just for attacking on that turn. If it dies, all of those effects is like on deletion. So if it dies, you get to do all that in one turn and then really set your hand up well because you get to really look through your deck with that combination. It is so powerful there is no need to use other methods, thus we decided to limit this card. For the above reason, we decided to restrict this card to 1 per deck. So yeah, there goes the level 3 that we all like to use in purple decks. Oh well. And okay, so Geo Greymon gets hit, which I think I saw this coming that it's going to be restricted to 1 because it is so good in Shine Greymon, but not just in Shine Greymon. It's also really good in any red or yellow deck, even if you have it at 1. Mostly it's so good because of the effect that when digivolving, you just search through your security stack and you get to play a red or yellow tamer. It's this line in particular that makes it really good. Search your security stack and you may play 1 red or yellow tamer card among it without paying the cost. So basically, instead of waiting to see people are gonna hit your tamers in a security stack, it's just you digivolve into it, and then you search your security stack for the tamer you want. If it's there, you get to play it for free. So that's really good for a bunch of red and yellow decks. I think this might have been pretty. I think this could have been good in like security control where you're just constantly putting cards into security, so you don't know if it's going to be a tamer or not. You can just digivolve right in. You can just digivolve onto your Salamon into the Geo Gray to just check, and then you recover +1. So yeah, you're basically replacing a card in the security stack to play a tamer. And with security control, you want your tamers on board so you can stop their plays, other than using your option cards. It's also really good. I mean, I use it in my red hybrid deck, just at one anyway, just so I could play out Takuya if I have it in my security stack, since you want Takuya on the field as soon as possible, and just having this early game, like in early game, is really good. But yeah, this would be pretty good in any yellow or purple. I mean, yellow or red deck. I mean, I might even put this in Mastamon as well. That way you can check your security stack, play out a tamer, and then recover +1, because there's really no um there's nothing bad about this card that makes it unusable in any kind of red or yellow deck. So let's see its reason. So when using Shine Greymon decks, obviously, yeah, especially Shine Greymon deck, this is really good. Marcus Damon becomes central to play, and the card was intended to be a card similar to BT12 Geo Greymon that plays Tamers. However, because it can play Tamers from areas other than a hand, the speed and reliability of playing Marcus Damon was greater than predicted, leading to a greater precision of one-shot wins with Shine Greymon decks. Because this card is a vaccine card, yellow vaccine decks also allow tamers to be played at speeds greater than predicted. So when BT14 Panamon is included. Okay, yeah. Like I said, red or yellow decks could really benefit from this card. In addition, at level 4 or higher, an effect allows for playing from the security stack instead of from the hand, and because the effect specifies red or yellow tamers, the card design is limited to deck that use red or yellow tamers. For the above reasons, we have decided to restrict this card to one per deck. Okay, yeah, but I kind of saw this one being restricted for a while. So, Mach Galgamon being restricted, I did not see this coming. When digivolving, return one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to its owner's hand. I can see that being useful. And then the inheritable is when attacking once per turn, your opponent has, if your opponent has 8 more cards in their hand, unsuspend this Digimon. I mean, I know it did really well with Mirage Galgamon decks, but I can't really see why else it would be restricted to one. Let's see. When using Mirage Galgamon decks, pairing this card's inherited effects with the inherited effects of cards such as EX4 Galmon and EX4 Galgamon allows for faster digivolutions to level 6 than predicted. Okay. As a result, interfering with opponent's moves using BT11 Mirage Galgamon was faster than other Mach Galgamon cards. Right. Okay. I guess that's a good reason. Although I don't really see why this is being restricted. In addition, the conditions for the unsuspending effect in this card's inherited effects are looser than other Mach Galgamon cards since it activates when attacking, allowing for greater attack capabilities. Oh, okay. As a result of these two factors, other Mach Galgamon cards fall by the wayside, and Mirage Galgamon decks have greater stability than predicted. For the above reason, okay, well, that's great for Mirage Galgamon because they weren't that good to begin with, and now they finally got to tier 1, and you're just going to cut their legs. Like, I with Geo Greymon I get because you can use it in more decks, but this is Mirage Galgamon specifically. I guess, I mean, yeah, I don't see this working in any other way other than Mirage Galgamon. I don't know. That's a weird one for me that they restricted, but they restricted They restricted Icemon scatter mode. Oh my god, they hate purple decks now. They legitimately hate purple decks. This is so, like I said before, the staple is having the egg Demi Marimon, where the inheritable is on deletion, draw one, trash one, and then you want the rookie BT2 Gabumon with the inheritable on deletion, trigger, draw two, then trash one card from your hand, and on top of that one, you would want Eismon Scattermo with the regular effect on deletion, draw three, then trash two cards from your hand to search your purple deck for cards you want in the trash and cards you want in your hand. And they're restricting this to one. So, oh my god. They hate purple decks. This is literally in every purple deck. Scattermon, Eismon, Scatter Mode, and Gabumon. They're literally in every purple deck. They're needed. And now, wow. Wow. Oh no. Like this is the cards you need to get your Belphimons running. This is how you find your Belphimon rage modes, your Astamons, your sleep modes, those three cards in particular in the deck, because they can just go right through everything and then put everything you want into trash that you want. Oh man. So Belphimon got hit hard. No, yeah, it's all the purple decks that got hit. It's not just Belphimon. All the purple decks got hit hard because this is what you want in the deck. Wow. Okay. So we're gonna have to change things up in purple. I like playing with purple decks because I like utilizing the trash. I also like utilizing the security control. So yellow is also something that I'm pretty fond of. But oh my god, this is I was not expecting this to happen. It has long been an effective card in decks that utilize trashing, but its ability to exchange a very large number of cards at level 4 has greatly reduced the usage rate of other cards with hand exchange effects. In addition, the effect is so powerful that decks designs that utilize the trash must be based on this deck. Yeah, all purple decks are based around this for the most part. Okay, so they were just like, "Hey, purple, remember when we gave you Belphimon and you and you abuse Icemon, Scatter Mode, and Gabumon? Yeah, we're taking that part away from you. You can keep the Belphimons. We're just gonna take the parts that make it work extremely well for you." Holy shit! Wow. And is that the end? Okay, so these are all the cards that were restricted to one. So purple got hit really hard with the Gabumons and the Eismon. Geo Greymon, I mean, Shine Greymon decks have been hit pretty hard too, because Geo Greymon's really good. Like, this is a really good card in Shine Greymon. And for me, there's absolutely no reason to hit Mirage Galgamon right now. But I guess they got hit because Mach Gauga was too good. EX4 Mach Gauga was too good. Sorry, I should probably say the number as well. So started X6 Gabumon. Then we have BT2 Gabumon. Then we have the BT13 Geo Greymon that got hit. Then we have the EX4 Mach Gaugamon that got hit. And then BT7 Icemon Scatter Mode. The thing is, the other Icemon as well also got hit to one like a long time ago because it was so good with this Icemon Scatter Mode being in the trash. So now that Icemon doesn't matter anymore because even if it gets the boost, it only goes up like 2000 DP. And okay, wow. Wow. So all those cards were restricted to one. Unfortunately, that hurts me personally because I love playing purple. Oh, it's like okay, Shine Greymon I get it was getting too powerful, but Mirage Gagumon I still don't get. It was all right, but purple, every purple, really? Wow, they really don't want purple to be good like that, huh? Well, there are more cards now in purple that can help out and bandage up the patches left behind by the Gabumon and Icemon, but it's not going to be as good and as effective as it was before. And I feel like this restriction is going to be on for a long time or even forever, as long as the game is on. But it looks like, okay, so there are some other cards that have been lifted. And remember, all this is effective November 17th. So you can still play 4 copies of all these cards until November 17th in your local tournaments and your store tournaments. So this is only active in Japan or I think the Asian countries. Might be just Japan, but this is not active in English version yet of the game. So all this goes into effect on November 17th. But it looks like some restricted cards are coming back as 4 copies now. So it looks like they've been lifted. So what cards have come back? BT6 Savior Huckmon. Okay, yeah, I can see that I can see why it's coming back. Okay. Yeah. This is actually pretty good for anyone who plays Jesmon because all the other Savior Huckmon's inheritable is just like you can play a Systemon from hand or trash, and that's just way too much. So this inheritable is going to help a lot more. So if you have a Digimon with Systemon in its name in play, unsuspend this Digimon. And now that there are more cards that can get the Systemons themselves are either level 3 or level 4, they don't get any higher than that. And there are a lot more cards now that help you get rid of level 3 and level 4 cards. So I can see why this is coming back. And then when Digivolve, you can play one Digimon card with Systemon is named from your hand without paying its memory cost. That's awesome. So in past, I just saw that. But let's read this first. In past game environments, when this card was widely used, its effects and BT6 Jesmon's effect that played Sistermon cards were very powerful. And when the unsuspending effect in this card's inherited effects was paired with BT6 Jesmon's piercing, security stacks could be rapidly worn down without being affected by defensive strategies such as blocker. However, we have determined that decks that can counter these strategies have increased in recent game environments. Therefore, we have decided to change this card to from restricted to unrestricted. Yeah, like I said, cards have come out that help deal with this type of situation. One that I know of are like cards that help you return either cards to hand or to the bottom of the deck or even to what is it? I can't remember, but yeah, over the time that this has been restricted to one, there have been more cards that can help you deal with this deck and what the inheritable does when it gets to level 6. But this one is very surprising. Tommy's coming back at 4. If you don't know what it is, it's a Tamer, BT7 Tommy Hini. Security is play this card without playing its memory cost, and then on play, trash 3 Digivolution cards from the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon. So this is really good for anyone who's trying to go up to level 6 stack and they want their cards in their Digivolution. So this would be very good against um, possibly decks like War Greymon, where they use their Digivolution cards to protect themselves. So instead of if they get their full stack to or like any X antibodies like Metal Garurumon or War Greymon where they have protection in their Digivolution or inheritable effects, if they get to their full stack of X antibody 6, so level 3 level 3 the level 3 X antibody, level 4 the level 4 X antibody, that's usually the level 4 X antibody is usually where they have their protection. Level 5, the level 5X antibody, level 6, the level 6 X antibody. So in their Digivolution cards, they would have to, their protection is usually like you have to get rid of 2 cards in your Digivolution source that have the same level. So that would have given them 3 protection. You would play down Tommy. You have to trash the 3 digital cards from the bottom. So that's the egg plus the level 3. So you get rid of one of their protections at the very least, and also any cards that rely on their inheritables to be very good. You can just get rid of 3 from the bottom. So from level 6, so you get rid of 5. So you get rid of the level 2, 3, and 4, and you're stuck with the level 5 and level 6 if they get to that far. But it's pretty good. Also, with blue decks, there's usually a bunch of cards that say if your opponent's Digimon has no devolution, it gets stunned and can attack next turn. So it's very good as a blue card. It's very much a blue card. So I can see why it was restricted to one as first, but being unrestricted, that's a surprise for me. I thought it would stay restricted, but let's see the reason why it's not. In past game environments, when this card was widely used, this card's on-play effect was a factor that allowed decks that use hybrid cards as main cards to immediately attack more easily than predicted and more effectively than decks that require multiple standard digivolutions, creating an imbalance in play. Yeah, this was really good in Blue Hybrid. That's the one thing I also forgot to mention. Blue Hybrid was very good when Tommy was at 4. Even among hybrid decks, effects in blue hybrid decks that prevent attacking and blocking were particularly strong. And this led to a heavy burden on other decks. Yeah. Yeah. The Kumamon and Kari Kakumon, well, Tommy's Spirit Evolutions basically say when you Digivolve into either one of them, I think the Kumamon, was it Kumamon? The Snow Bear Digimon that Tommy digivolves into in the series. I think he gets rid of one Digivolution card, so if it was at level 6, he would be getting rid of that last Digivolution source, and then you Digivolve once again, and it's just stunned, so your level 6 can't attack. And it's very good at doing that. Especially with this one, until the end of your opponent's next turn, one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards can't attack or block. So yeah, just Digivolving and then attacking, the inheritable just does the thing for you. Even where is it? However, in recent game environments, there has been an increase in cards that can counter distribution card removals and can counter effects that prevent attacking/blocking. Therefore, we have decided to change this card from restricted to 1 to unrestricted. I'm trying to think about times where that mattered. I can't think of anything that has changed that would make them use this, but I'm happy. I use blue hybrids. I'm happy this is back to 4. I'm putting all 4 of them in my deck. But yeah, what do you guys think of the ban list? Tell me in the comments about their changes they made to this ban list or the restricted list. And I'll see you guys next time any big news like this comes out. I kind of want to do more of these ban lists videos when they come out. So just let me know if this is something that you're interested in. Okay, bye.